Hey, what's up guys? This is King Vox and we're going to be talking about things that we're going to need for raid as a heavy gunner. This isn't going to be a full guide as in like teaching you what skills you want to use and stuff like that. The cool thing about the heavy gunner is there's literally like 20 builds out there, and I'm not even joking. There's so many different variants of builds out there, whatever, that all pull around the same damage, making this, I would say, one of the most versatile classes in the game. You know, you can definitely use and play the heavy gunner how you like, you know, versus playing a wizard or something like that. You can only play fire, so it doesn't matter if you like ice skills or something like that. If you like heavy gunner, you know, if you like the pew pew, you can play with the bullets, you can play with the laser, you know what I mean? You can use any type of skills that you want to use. Like over here, all this stuff is viable, which is absolutely crazy. You can make a build out of just about everything on heavy gunner, and I'm telling you, it hits, it works, it's so crazy. You know what I mean? So right now this is the build I'm running with, but I want to change it a little bit later. But what I'm doing is farming skill points to max this out, advanced missiles, and that's pretty much all I'm doing. I don't really care about med kit. There's a lot of builds out there that have max med kit and stuff like that. It's not really needed. You have priests for heals, that's what that's about, and you have potions that should be holding you off. If you're taking that much damage where you need something like med kit, maybe you need to just, like, you know, learn how to get out of the way of stuff. All right, so the cool thing is all this stuff works. If you like this little bombardment, you know, if you like lock on is one of my favorite skills. I just haven't figured out a way to get it and then also keep home and missiles, because I like both, to be honest with you. I like lock on a little bit better, so I might actually sacrifice these and get lock on and then max this passive out right here. But who knows? We'll see what I'll do in the future. I'll make another video talking about builds, but right now I want to talk about where the heavy gunner is. Now, I heard a lot of people talking about the heavy gunner can do damage, can do DPS. That's not true. That's not true at all. In early games, the heavy gunner is a beast, and late game, the heavy gunner is a beast. The main issue with heavy gunner right now is depending on like what build. Like if you play a laser build, like I'm playing right now, where I guess call it a laser or whatever, but it's really electric blast. Okay, if you play electric blast build, what happens if the boss keeps moving? I'll show you guys. So, okay, did they change that? Oh. No, they didn't, but that was weird. I don't know why that was happening, but it wouldn't let me jump reload. But okay, so say if the boss is moving, right? I'm just gonna shoot just randomly just to show you. So you only get three lasers. You know what I mean? It's not a consistent stream, so moving targets kind of suck. All right, but with the raw damage that the heavy gunners do and put out, it really doesn't matter. Because I noticed, like, even on Fire Dragon, when he's running all sporadically or whatever, I still reach, you know, about 2 to 3 million before one minute, which is a hell of a lot of damage. It's a hell of a lot of damage. Okay, and that's the kind of damage that you want to actually do on the test dummy, which is like just a test dummy. It's static, it doesn't move. You can just keep beaming it and stuff like that, but you want to at least reach over 3.5 million per minute, you know, and that's when you know that you have enough damage or whatever for raid, no matter what class you are. That's every class. So as a DPS character, you might want to go a little bit higher. Right now on this heavy gunner, I'm reaching something like 5 million per minute or something like that on a steady target. But let me show you guys the DPS of these guys, because there's a lot of rumors going around about heavy gunners being like slightly weak, or they're not worth it. They're like one of the least played classes because they're clunky and all that stuff. If you play on a controller, let me show you something. If you play on a controller, there's so much you can do to make this class feel so much better. Okay, so you see my jet boost, my jet boots, I have it to the toggle. So like when I tap right on it, I don't even have to press it down or anything. When I tap right on it, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. No matter, I aim one and whichever way I want to run to, and then I just tap a button and boom. It's so much more convenient than the archer, because you get multiple of them, and it's just so convenient. I really can't hate on it, right? So We're gonna summon out the pet for this because we're gonna have the pet out, and the pet doesn't do a lot, but you know, it's whatever. So then we have the target right there. We need to stand about right here so we don't AoE and hit the other targets. It's gonna flinch us back behind the bench because of the skills that I have, but that's absolutely fine. Let's fully reload and let's reset this thing. And actually, it's on total damage. I want to put it on DPS. We'll look at the total damage after 1 minute. That's how long we're gonna DPS. All right, let's go. All right, so we're hitting it. Next time it knocks us back, we're gonna have to take a step forward. But as you can see, we're over 80k DPS or whatever. Oh shit, over 80k or whatever, but we just screwed up really bad. I didn't want to fire that far up because we would hit multiple targets. It doesn't matter if those bombs hit multiple targets because 5 of them are gonna hit regardless. So we're gonna keep doing this for a minute. This is good. I messed up there a little bit, but we're gonna keep it. It doesn't matter. So we're at 90k now. Let's see if we can push higher. Okay, we're still hitting, so it's good. We're still hitting. The next knockback, we're gonna have to go up a little bit. This test will be so much better. I know we can stay above 90k with no problem, only if we had a single target dummy and we didn't have, you know, multiple dummies to worry about hitting. So all right, so we're at 1 minute right now. We're gonna stop. We're just gonna say that the average DPS or whatever, like consistently, is at like 85,000. Okay, so 85,000, that's what I'm doing at 5.4k attack and 4.2k gear score. So we're gonna go find the damage and see what actual damage that we did. So total damage, we did 5,500,000. Okay, so that's way above what I need or whatever for raid, and I'm still gonna push this character higher. I'm gonna try to get like a plus 14 or a plus 15, and I'll do another DPS check for you guys, and I'll also do a second phase fire dragon DPS thing as well, just to show you guys. And I can consistently pull some numbers on fire dragon to see where the DPS is. So that's really cool, man. Heavy gunners are completely crazy. I love the burst. I love that you can just use any skill that you really want to use. Like I've seen gunners using stun grenades and stuff like that, and stun grenades are crazy in PvP. In PvP, boy, if you get hit with a stun grenade, man, it's game over. You're probably just gonna get one-shotted. This thing is really cool because you don't even have to aim in PvP as a heavy gunner. You can use homing missiles, and you can use this bombardment, and you just keep spamming them and running from people. And these things will literally melt people by themselves. And you know, if they get too close on you, hit that magnetic bomb on their face, that thing will melt them by itself, and it sucks them in. So it's really crazy, to be honest. It's really crazy. And I know lock on does a crap load damage. If you hit them with a lock on and then press homing missiles, they're dead, because lock on takes about like 60% of their health, which is absolutely crazy. And then you have homing missiles that just don't give a jam, you know what I mean? And if homing missiles end up going all wonky and not hitting them, then you just hit your bombardment and it's over. So it's really fun, and you can bait people with your stun grenades, you know, if they want to run in melee form and stuff like that. These things will stun them, giving you a chance to get off the electric blast, which actually pushes people back as well. It's just so crazy, man. Heavy gunner is just absolutely dope. I'll make more videos on a heavy gunner later. Like I said, I mean, there's a lot of builds out there, and I don't want to make a build video just because of that. I would say, you know, if someone comments down in the comment section that they want a build that's, you know, around a certain skill, because right now it doesn't matter, all your skills do so much damage, it's so crazy. So you have two options for fillers. You have electric blast or you have bullet spray. Okay, now there's a big argument about which one's better. Let me tell you guys, whichever one you like is the better one, because they both do such similar damage, it doesn't even matter. Bullet spray is really nice, but it looks bland. It looks bland. Okay, it looks like crap. It only hits one target, right? While electric blast looks freaking awesome. You look like a freaking space Terminator cop. You know what I mean? Some Judge Dredd crap. You come in a building, you just like everybody gonna listen to me. Whatever. Anyway, it was a bad impersonation, okay? Don't hang me, all right? Calm down. Calm down. Heavy Gunner is the truth. If you want to play Heavy Gunner, play Heavy Gunner. It's the best range DPS in the game. Okay. I can't say that because the Assassin is a range DPS. But to be honest, I don't really know how they stack up against each other. But I know if you like Heavy Gunner and you want all these cool looking skills, let me just go over some of these things, right? So, boom, AoE, okay? Another one, boom, another AoE, hits like a fucking bus, all right? First couple hits of that thing hits like a bus. It's just so nasty. Let me throw that out again. Boom. And PvP, this thing, if someone gets caught in this, man, it's good night Irene, all right? Another one, boom. So nice. The AoE, and imagine just melting the boss, man. Second phase Fire Dragon, I'm telling you, feels so good. Feels so good looking at all those damage numbers. I can't even imagine. So this skill right here is a skill that some people don't recommend because you can't control them. In a single target situation like Fire Dragon, you know what I mean? They're all 5 of these homing missiles are going to hit the dragon, okay? All 5 of them are going to hit them. And listen, there's another mechanic, whatever, that people feel that's actually really clunky, and it's the reload. And people out there, they get all like, you know, over the top. Oh, you're not a beater unless you're jump reloading. And what that means is like this. So let me use all the spirit so I can actually show you guys. But oh shit, let me see. Okay, so even the regular beam, right? It's gonna instantly use your spirit recruit, so you don't even have to worry about that. But if you make a macro, what happens is people aren't adding this in. If you macro, you have to add a reload into the macro, and mainly because it will not give your spirit back if it's not in there. Let me show you. Let me show you. This is what's gonna happen. So you're gonna spam all these, and you're gonna be like, damn, what happened? See, the macro, it stops. It stops. It doesn't do what it automatically does when you just spam rapid fire, okay? So what you have to do is, let me go back to my macro. You just add it in. Boom. Right? So then, and with a controller, you know, the jump can be a little bit wonky or whatever. So that's why I do put it here. And it makes everyone's movement skill. If you don't macro your movement skill, man, you got to do it. Because it just makes everything so much better, okay? Especially if you're using a controller. I can't speak on keyboard and mouse because I don't use keyboard and mouse. But boom, now I'm gonna use the macro. And look at that. It instantly reloads for you. And it's absolutely beautiful. So right now, when they tell you to hold forward when you're using electric glass, what it does is it cancels out animations of the last one. So you see how my character like slightly steps forward a little bit when I'm holding forward, and this works with a lot of classes as well. You can get a lot more DPS by using the macro and holding the direction pad in the way that you're firing. And what happens is it cancels out animations that can be canceled out. So let me show you guys this. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now let me see if it works here. So can you see that it fires a little bit faster when I hold towards the direction that I'm firing? All right, so that's another pro tip. If you guys want to know any more information that I left out, you guys can just make sure to comment down in the comment section below. And that's just auto attack, guys. That's just an auto attack. That's not even a skill. Look at that. Look at that auto attack. Look at it. It's so good. It's so good. 10k crit just on the auto attack. So crazy. Heavy Gunner for president. Peace out. This is King Vox.